Hey everybody, in this horrible age of censorship that we are currently living in, I wanted to make sure that I provided you guys with all of the alternative ways that you can follow. Now, I have 95,000+ subscribers on this channel here on YouTube. I also have about 600,000 subscribers and followers on Facebook, which of course doesn't work anymore considering I just got permanently deleted off of Facebook. So with that said, I wanted to make sure I provided you guys some alternatives so that you can follow no matter what, be it Rumble, which the link is also in the description, Patreon, which is a way that you guys can help support the channel, and with Telegram. Telegram is the best option I have found so far because I can post all of my different things on different areas and send you guys links all directly concentrated to Telegram. And if you guys are actually subscribed to it, you will see them all and without any algorithms, without anything blocking it, without any censorship whatsoever. You will see them. And I don't sit there and spam it all the time. I'm the only one who can post on it. Period. So you don't have to worry about a whole bunch of random garbage being thrown at you all the time. But at least this way, you guys are going to be able to get all the memes. You're going to be able to get all the videos. You're going to get all the new apparel stuff that I designed like this. Please check those out. Check in the description and on with the show. Hey everybody. As most of you who've been around for a while know already, I am extremely anti-teachers union. Now, before you just turn off the video and go, oh good, here's another guy who hates teachers. You might want to just think about it for a second. We're going through COVID right now, right? We're going through COVID-19. Remote learning's a thing. Most of the country is doing remote learning. There's a couple that are starting to get back into that whole in-person deal. But for the most part, it's still majority at-home learning. Unless, of course, you're at a private school or a charter school or a Christian school or anybody that doesn't have to deal with the teachers' unions. Yeah. Welcome to the power of the teachers union. The teachers union is the most powerful union in the country. They say that they don't have a strike clause. Like for instance, in Washington State, we don't have a strike clause. Guess what the teachers do every single year? They go on strike because they're super angry about their $100,000 salaries. Or, you know, if they're only making about $50,000, you know, median income, their benefits are still better than yours. Unless maybe you're a longshoreman, which, you know, they get their stuff through, you know, violence and throwing cinder blocks off of overpasses and all that good stuff. But anyway, I don't get me started on just unions in general. Right now, I want to focus on teachers union. You know, again, the teachers union who are sitting there going, yeah, we want to talk about science, global warming and transgender studies and science, unless it's COVID, in which case the science says, you know, one thing and the teachers union says another, where the science says, good luck trying to find a kid that gave anybody COVID. And yet, you know, the schools are the safest places in the country to be, in the world to be. It's been proven countless times, but, you know, let's not go there because it's dangerous and we're scared. Because, again, schools have been seen to be the safest place to be during COVID. But that's not even why I'm doing this video. That's not even why I'm doing this video, guys. I'm not doing this video because Democrats are even starting to get angry at the teachers union and starting to call them out on their hypocrisy and their lies and so on. That's not why I'm doing this video. Why I'm doing this video is because forever I've called teachers worthless and selfish and don't care about the kids and all that good stuff for multiple reasons, of which I'll probably get into later. Like the fact, again, that they make so much money, but they always want more. They make more money than most of the people in the country to suck at their job. But of course they have tenure, so they can't get fired or anything. And, you know, we're just going to let them stay, and we're going to let them keep extorting everybody for more money every single year as they go on strike again, and no strike states and no strike clauses in their contracts and so on. But anyway, but besides that, and the fact that they've been doing remote learning and they're not even teaching anything during their remote learning, and it's literally just, you know, garbage when they're teaching. And again, I'm not just saying that. Okay, I got to witness this stuff. I got to witness some of this remote learning, and I sat there like this. Hey, what are you learning? I don't know. What have you learned all week? I don't know. And I'm listening to the class. And at the end of the class, I go, what did you learn during that class? Nothing. Yeah, they didn't teach you anything. You guys sat there and talked about your pajamas. And I couldn't believe it. I could not believe what I watched. And it wasn't just one class. It was multiple classes where they're just sitting there going, okay, guys, so we're going to talk about just stupid. It's not learning. There's nothing for them to do. It's like an hour. They have 2 hours of school a day. How do you go from, 8 hours of school a day or so, give or take, because now it's getting shorter, right? It's like 6 hours now. But let's say 8 hours. Maybe the rest of the country is not as messed up as my part of the country is. But you go from 8 hours till 2 hours of school a day. Maybe 3 on a good day, right? Maybe 3 hours a day of school on their Zoom where they don't do anything at all. They're not learning anything at all. But again, it's not why I'm making this video. I'm not making this video because it's the whole COVID, learning thing remotely has been a total and complete disaster where kids are killing themselves while on their conference calls and all that stuff. No. I am making this video because during an era of remote learning, guess what happened? Snow day. Are you kidding me? Snow day. Not only was it a snow day, it was already a 3-day weekend. So they gave them Friday off too for snow. And it wasn't snowing in the morning. It wasn't snowing the night before. It was snowing that evening. The snow didn't start falling until dark. Long after any kids that might still be doing in-home going to schools and learning actually at the school, long after they were home and eating dinner. This is where we're at in America right now. This is our education system in America right now. All the things that I've been joking about this whole time doing this video, leading up to the main reason why I'm doing this video, mean nothing compared to, no joke, these worthless tools who have failed at their job for decades. Got a snow day. Nobody was going to school that day in the first place. It was already remote learning in the first place, but we're going to have a snow day. Why would we have a snow day? Let's tack on a day at the end of the year because that makes sense. Let's tack on a day at the end of the year to do nothing as what we've been doing this whole time. Like, I don't know, I might be completely off base here, but when I heard that my nieces had a snow day when they don't go to school in the first place, I was amazed. I was shocked. I could not believe it. And witnessing their already disaster of a class. Like, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. All I can really say at this point in time is that I've already spent many years despising the teachers' unions and despising the indoctrination that goes on in our schools and despising the fact that for years, decades, people walk out of school going, what's a concentration camp? Who's Mao? Who's Stalin? I know Hitler. Yeah, all them Republicans. They like him. Communism's a beautiful idea. I think I'm a girl today. This is what they're coming out of school with. It's shocking to me, the ignorance that is coming out of the school. It is shocking to me that President Trump actually sat there and said, we need to make a curriculum where people, learn about the good things that America did because they're not getting taught any of that in school. Teddy Roosevelt? Who's that? Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and the Civil War was only about slavery. Ooh, no, missed a lot there. Missed a lot. A ton there. History is not being taught in our school whatsoever. But it's not just history that's not being taught in school. Critical thinking isn't being taught in school. Learning how to use your brain is not being taught in school. They don't teach you how to think. They teach you what to think. That's a problem. That's who these people are. Now, don't get me wrong. I know full well that there's some good teachers out there. Most of them work in charter schools because if they suck there, they get fired. Most of them work at private schools because if they suck there, they get fired. But no, public school system, totally fine. Totally good to go. I was very fortunate. I got to go through private school my entire childhood until high school. And then guess where I got my disdain for the public school education system? You bet. High school. Public high school. Now, I loved my school. I had a lot of friends. It was great. I didn't learn anything. I learned absolutely nothing except for woodshop and Spanish. You bet. I learned how to make a table and how to get a basic understanding of Spanish. I learned most all the rest of my Spanish in my adult life, working with people from like Colombia and so on. In which case I found out that I learned garbage Spanish. So good times. But yeah, I didn't learn anything. I could have went and gotten my GED coming out of the 8th grade and had a bachelor's degree by the time I graduated high school. Yeah, ridiculous. The just personal anecdotal experience, I get it. I understand full-heartedly that it's anecdotal experience. But everybody that came out of the same school I did all say the exact same thing. And most people who come out of public schools or out of private schools all say the same thing too. Because private schools, charter schools and so on, actually care about creating good adults, knowledgeable adults, having something to show for themselves. Public school teachers, don't get me wrong, I know some of them do. Some of them do care. I had 2 public school teachers that actually cared. Two of them that actually cared. But you know what? I don't remember their names. But I do remember names of people who really cared when I went to private school. Who really cared. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Hendricks, Mrs. Vilhauer. These people, they meant a lot to all of us. And if anybody's watching this who went to those private schools, they know those names. They know those names and they'll never forget them for the entirety of their life because they cared. I honestly cannot give you a name of anybody, any teacher I had in public school. I can't. There's a reason for that. Certain teachers get certain students and they work with them and they might be an inspiration to them. But for the most part, as it is so blatant, which I'm sure all of you who have kids today have seen through these Zoom classrooms, they don't care. Most of them don't care. Did you see Chicago? Did you see all these stupid teachers sitting there doing this interpretive dance? Oh, yes. Look at us. We're way over here, and then we're way over there. And this is how we show we care, because love and everything. Knowledge doesn't matter, just love. Love matters. Yes, we don't care about the children. We care about love and making it feel good. Yeah, oh yeah, it's all because that's all that matters. Oh yeah, learning don't matter. Math doesn't matter, got Common Core. History doesn't matter because now we don't even have social studies anymore. This is America. This is the America that we're in right now. And if you're not involved in your kids' school, if you're not involved with going to parent-teacher meetings and telling your teachers off because they're worthless, if you're not involved going to the school district meetings, don't really have much else we can do at this point, right? Maybe if your kids aren't in school right now, go to the district offices and hold a rally. Get my kids back in school. Because even though in-school public school learning isn't great and it sucks as it is, it's a heck of a lot better than what they're doing now. True story. That's a fact. That comes from critical thinking. And everybody knows it. If the teachers union have not demonstrated and displayed fully how worthless, how incompetent, how dishonest, how extortion-y they are. Look at me making up my own word. You bet. I said extortion-y because guess what? All unions do, all unions exist upon one factor: extortion. That's the whole basis of a union. We will not provide our goods or services unless you do this. That is the legal definition of extortion. That's what they do. They extort the American public. Welcome to America. Your tax dollars pay for these idiots. Your tax dollars pay for this trash that suck at their jobs. If you have an employee that sucks at their job, what do? You fire them. Guess what? After 2 years, baby, boom, tenure. Loving it. Yeah, can't fire me. I can suck all I want. Can't fire me. Yeah, because I'm a teacher. And one last thing. Before I go, I just wanted to bring you guys, I know you've already looked at my shirt. I know you've glanced at it. I know you've probably read it. Says, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation that will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Most of these kids coming out of school these days have never heard those words before, because it goes against the indoctrination that they are spewing out at our children. All you're supposed to see anymore is skin color. All you're supposed to see anymore is race. Some of us actually believe in these words right here. Content of one's character. Yeah. But don't worry. Biden brought that diversity training right back. So don't even worry about it, guys. As adults, you're going to be taught that this is garbage. And it's all because we've stood by for so long and let the left control everything. It's all because we stood by for so long and let the left take over our education system. It is all because we have stood by and let the left write the rules. This is what we're stuck with. And we're going to be stuck with this, and it's only going to get worse as long as good people do nothing. As long as good people stay at home on their couches and just let them continue and let them thrive and let them continue to write the rules. Because, our whole mantra of, the system will fix itself. The system will fix it. The system will make it better. Who wrote the system for the last 70 years, guys? I say this all the time. But nothing will change. Nothing good will happen as long as good people stay home. It's just how it is. Welcome to America, where our kids are getting dumber. People who are making them that way have all the power, and people don't do anything about it. Our forefathers would be, I just can't.